Hey, welcome back to another weekly update. In this week's update, we're going to answer some of the questions that you guys had. So if you remember last week, I asked you for any Bitcoin, crypto, or Libra related questions. And we didn't get a lot, but we got some. And that's why I've got Ryan here with me. He's a bit of a crypto expert himself to answer some of your questions. So the first one from Facebook that we got from Mr. Me is, how has Bitcoin proven itself to be a better investment than any of the other cryptos besides when it hit the speculative all-time high of 20K? What do you think, Ryan?
Thanks for that, Harry. It's a great question, first of all, and obviously there's a lot to unpack there, and Bitcoin can be quite complex. But if you really want to simplify it down to one thing, I'd say that Bitcoin is stronger than all the other cryptocurrencies because it is deflationary. This means that over time, it actually increases in price because there is a finite amount of 21 million Bitcoins that will ever be in circulation. That has been hard-coded algorithmically into the actual system and will never change. Because it's had a 6 to 10 year lead over all the other crypto projects, this means that they're never going to be able to catch up to where Bitcoin is. It has effectively cornered the lead and will always have that first mover advantage. It is the brand that all other cryptos want to be and should aspire to be.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Hopefully that answers your question, Mr. Me. If it doesn't though, you can always write down with any comments or queries that you have below. We also have another question from our last video from Jeremy, and we're going to beam in Sam Volkering, another tech expert, or crypto expert, sorry, that we have here at Port Phillip. So Jeremy says, Facebook is a nation with a population of 2.7 billion. If 30% of them start buying Libra, then this could negatively affect the US dollar. The US dollar has been the world reserve currency since 1945, and it's used for all gold and oil settlements. Imagine if people started using Libra to send currency to their friends and family, and then Libra was used to settle oil and gold contracts. The US dollar would devaluate, and a flow-on effect with that to other fiat currencies. Could it be a time to exit all fiat currencies and stock up on scarce commodities like gold and Bitcoin? So we're going to beam in Sam now, who did a recent video actually on Libra, very comprehensive. So we'll just show you his video now.
Heaps of people have been writing into us asking, what's it about? Is it good? Is it bad? When Lambo? When Moon? Can I get on the Facebook ICO? Which kind of reinforces the fact that investor FOMO is coming back into the crypto market at great speed, which is slightly worrying and slightly enthusiastic at the same time. So anyway, Facebook's Libra, what's it all about? Is it even a cryptocurrency? Is it good for the ecosystem? Well, overview is that yes, Facebook's Libra is at least bringing awareness to the masses for cryptocurrency. It's not really a cryptocurrency in that the idea is that it's going to be backed by a reserve. That reserve is going to be a mix of cash, government issued bonds, all different kinds of currencies and things like that. So if anything, it actually sounds a little bit more like a corporate special drawing rights, or SDR, which is a bit like the SDR that the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, also uses. So in a sense like that, I kind of see what Facebook's doing as more like a digital corporate SDR. And that's, I think, why governments and central banks are probably asking them to explain themselves a little bit more about what they're doing. Obviously, it's then digital. The user gets to use these Libra tokens in Facebook's ecosystem, in WhatsApp and in Messenger. And I'm guessing down the track within Facebook and Instagram itself. So in that sense, you know, they're kind of building a payment system, or at least payment rails, using cryptocurrency-like technology behind it. It really looks like it's just a very large database, private database that's going to be managed between Facebook and a consortium of other very large international conglomerates, which have all bought into the system, and so they're paying a lot of money to be part of the network and then to get benefits out of the reserve. So again, it's all these really big, wealthy, powerful tech giants and influential conglomerates around the world that are benefiting from this sort of creation of a digitized payment system. And the end user, the person that's going to use Libra day to day, that's transacting in and out of WhatsApp or Messenger and all that sort of thing, yeah, okay, they get to maybe remit money from point A to point B without fees and instantaneous, which isn't that dissimilar to instant payments anyway. But all the benefit goes to the corporates that earn interest and investment returns off of the reserve itself. So Facebook, what are they doing? They're just trying to find another way to monetize their 2 point something billion users. and they're doing it sort of under the guise of cryptocurrency. Again, the use of it is actually probably not a bad idea, and it's probably going to be great for a whole lot of people. And if anything, it's probably going to provide that portal or that gateway for people to get involved or at least aware of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a whole bunch of other cryptocurrencies that we know that are in the market. So in that sense, probably not a bad thing. I wouldn't go busting your nut trying to think about getting into some sort of Facebook ICO or speculative gain off of a Libra token or anything like that, because it's probably just not going to happen. Nonetheless, as I said, I think as a portal into the awareness of cryptocurrencies, at least getting people that probably have maybe heard of Bitcoin or something like that, but haven't really taken that step into getting involved, it's not the worst thing in the world. And I would assume that some of the major exchanges eventually will probably provide some sort of Libra to Bitcoin trading pair or something like that. And so then you've got this direct link into other cryptocurrencies from Libra token. So in a nutshell, is Facebook's Libra token really a crypto? Not really. Is it beneficial? Possibly for the 2 billion or so users in Facebook's ecosystem. Is it beneficial to the existing crypto markets? Yes, I think so, certainly from an awareness and down the track, quite possibly an integration route. And overall, is it good for everybody? Well, it's not great for banks. It's not great for central banks or governments. It's probably good for cryptocurrency. So in that sense, yes, bring it on. Thanks, Facebook. LibraCoin, you're going to make, we already definitely have made some shockwaves in this ecosystem and market.
Hope that answers your question, Jeremy. If not, leave more questions, more comments in the section below. We've also included a link to a report in the section below, which is called the 5 things that you must know about the real world of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So you can download that, maybe that'll answer your questions. If not, leave them in the comment section below and we'll answer them next week. Thanks.